Recently, NASA's live feed from the International Space Station was reportedly interrupted just as an unidentified object, believed by some to be the Black Knight satellite, appeared on screen. The object was distinctly visible, dark in color, and seemingly artificial in nature. Its shape and movement did not correspond to any known satellites or space debris, leading to immediate speculation and excitement among those who follow space phenomena closely. The Black Knight satellite is one of the most enduring and intriguing space mysteries. Believed by some to be an advanced satellite orbiting Earth, its origins and purpose remain unknown. On several occasions, enthusiasts and researchers into the unknown have claimed that NASA has intentionally shut down live feeds from the International Space Station when the Black Knight satellite has appeared. As the object approached closer to the International Space Station, viewers noted a sudden and unexplained interruption in the live feed. NASA's official explanation was a technical glitch, but for many, this was seen as a deliberate attempt to hide the presence of the Black Knight satellite. The incident added fuel to the long-standing belief that NASA and other space agencies are concealing information about extraterrestrial technology and life. The legend of the Black Knight satellite dates back to the early 20th century, with radio signals detected by Nikola Tesla in 1899 often cited as the first evidence of its existence. Throughout the decades, various photographs and radar sightings have been interpreted as evidence of this mysterious object orbiting Earth. Since the launch of the space age, NASA has been at the forefront of space exploration and monitoring. Allegations of the agency encountering the satellite, along with other mysterious objects, are not new. Reports from the 1960s and 1970s suggest that astronauts aboard Apollo missions and early space shuttle flights also observed unidentified objects, potentially including the Black Knight. From the perspective that the incident is real and genuine, NASA's decision to shut down the live feed can be seen as a strategic move to prevent public awareness of advanced technology. The existence of the Black Knight satellite, if confirmed, would challenge the current understanding of human history and our place in the universe. It could imply that advanced civilizations have been observing Earth for centuries, potentially influencing or monitoring human development. Many astronomers have shown interest in investigating the claims of the Black Knight satellite in order to locate and follow this enigmatic oddity. Nevertheless, this has resulted in the emergence of numerous additional hypotheses, further complicating the potential existence of the Black Knight satellite. They would discover, among other findings, that the satellite seemingly materialized in one location before vanishing entirely once more. It would then materialize in a location that is entirely distinct from the anticipated trajectory. Some may argue that there could potentially exist multiple satellites. In addition, they appeared to have the ability to become unresponsive at any given time. This may explain why there has been a perceived difficulty in tracking the observed surveillance vehicle. Exacerbating this issue was the fact that these occurrences were obviously arbitrary, lacking any discernible pattern or consistency. Interestingly, in 1963, Gordon Cooper, a distinguished NASA astronaut who championed the public release of UFO-related files until his passing, encountered what he believed to be the Black Knight satellite. Cooper's account holds significant credibility within the realm of UFO sightings, firmly establishing him as a reputable witness whose testimonies are characterized by their grounded nature. His sighting of the Black Knight satellite adds another layer of intrigue to his already illustrious career, marking a pivotal moment in the intricate tapestry of extraterrestrial encounters. The Black Knight satellite has spurred numerous theories regarding its origins and purpose, with a plethora of speculations surrounding this mysterious entity. While various photographs purportedly capture glimpses of this mysterious craft, the primary evidence often revolves around the detection of signals and intricate calculations involving objects within Earth's orbital realm. This strange satellite has long intrigued researchers and enthusiasts alike, prompting a deep dive into its potential significance and implications. Exploration of the Black Knight satellite encompasses a wide array of perspectives, delving into the realms of astronomy, technology, and extraterrestrial phenomena. In the publication dated May 14, 1954, by the San Francisco Examiner, an article was featured detailing the detection of two satellites circling the Earth. This groundbreaking revelation predates the presence of any identified human-created objects in space by several years. The report sparked immense interest and speculation among scientists, researchers, and the general public at the time. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, there were numerous scattered and diverse accounts documenting unusual celestial phenomena in orbit around the Earth. Curiously, upon the successful launch of the Russian Sputnik satellites in 1957, reports consistently emerged of a mysterious object closely following and tracking their movements, leading to speculation and intrigue within the scientific community and the public sphere alike. These sightings fueled discussions and debates on the nature of these mysterious entities and their potential implications for space exploration. The mysterious Black Knight satellite is said to orbit the Earth in a manner that takes it over both poles during each orbit. Surprisingly, this satellite, which has sparked curiosity and speculation, is now a far cry from its origins as we utilize similar technology to conduct detailed mapping of our planet. Since that time, numerous sightings have occurred. Nevertheless, a particular communication, intercepted by a radio operator at random, appeared to provide in-depth insights into the strange spacecraft circling around our world. Throughout the years, various reports and accounts have emerged regarding this object's presence in our skies. John Keel delved into an intriguing assertion involving the mysterious Black Knight satellite, a subject that has piqued the curiosity of many. The task is to significantly expand and enrich the given text about a reported message received by a ham radio operator, Duncan Lunan. In a revelation by Lunan, a deciphered signal surfaced, suggesting a breakthrough in decoding efforts. This signal was purportedly linked to the Black Knight satellite. Adding further intrigue to the tale, Keel recounted that this anomalous spacecraft had an astonishing age of 13,000 years. The implications of such ancient origins hinted at a narrative far beyond conventional understanding. The individual mentioned that its purpose is to oversee and monitor Earth continuously, serving as a sentinel that transmits ongoing updates related to the planet's geology and topography. This piece of equipment has been designated to observe and transmit detailed information about Earth's geological composition and land features. This message reads as follows. Our home is Upsilon Bootis, which is a double star. We live on the sixth planet of 7, coming from the Sun, which is the larger of the two. Our sixth planet has 1 moon. Our fourth planet has 3. Our first and third planets each have 1. Our probe is in the position of Arcturus, known in our maps. Many believe that NASA's actions indicate an effort to keep the public uninformed about advanced encounters. This perspective suggests that there is a deliberate attempt to control the narrative and prevent potential panic or disruption that might arise from the revelation of alien surveillance. NASA's official stance on such interruptions is often attributed to technical issues. The technology involved in maintaining a continuous live feed from the International Space Station is complex, and interruptions are not uncommon. From NASA's perspective, these technical explanations are plausible and sufficient to address public concerns. Another possible reason for shutting down the live feed could be related to national security. The presence of unidentified objects near the International Space Station could pose a potential threat, and the dissemination of such information might be restricted to prevent adversaries from gaining strategic insights. In this context, NASA's actions could be seen as protective measures rather than attempts at concealment. Incidents like the alleged Black Knight satellite appearance and subsequent live feed shutdown highlight the importance of transparency in space exploration. Public trust in space agencies is crucial for continued support and funding of space missions. Maintaining openness about encounters and anomalies can help build credibility and foster a more informed and engaged public. Over the years, there have been several documented incidents where the space station's live feed was interrupted following the appearance of a UFO. These events are often captured by eagle-eyed viewers who monitor the live streams. One notable example occurred in July 2016, when a mysterious object appeared to enter Earth's atmosphere, and the live feed was promptly cut. Similar incidents were reported in October 2014 and January 2015, each time fueling speculation about the true nature of these unidentified objects. The interruptions are typically sudden, occurring without warning or explanation from NASA. The feeds often switch to a blank screen or a placeholder message indicating technical difficulties. These abrupt terminations have become a pattern that many UFO enthusiasts and researchers find too consistent to be mere coincidences. As mentioned, one prevalent theory is that NASA is deliberately covering up the existence of UFOs to prevent public panic or to keep advanced technology secret. Proponents of this theory argue that the repeated shutdowns of the live feed are too convenient and timely to be technical glitches. They believe that space agencies are aware of the presence of extraterrestrial craft and are withholding this information from the public. NASA has consistently attributed live feed interruptions to technical issues. Maintaining continuous live streams from the International Space Station involves complex technology, and interruptions can occur due to signal loss, equipment malfunction, or routine maintenance. NASA asserts that these technical problems are common and not part of a deliberate cover-up. From NASA's perspective, the timing of these interruptions is purely coincidental. The agency maintains that there is no concerted effort to hide information about UFOs. NASA officials have repeatedly stated that they have not encountered any evidence of extraterrestrial life or advanced extraterrestrial technology. To address public concerns and rebuild trust, NASA and other space agencies could enhance transparency regarding live feed interruptions, providing detailed explanations for each interruption and offering more information about the technical challenges of maintaining live streams could help alleviate suspicions. Regular updates and briefings on the status of the ISS and its live feeds would demonstrate a commitment to transparency. Independent investigations and third-party monitoring of the International Space Station live feeds could also contribute to greater transparency. Allowing independent researchers and organizations to verify the causes of interruptions and investigate any anomalies would lend credibility to NASA's explanations and reassure the public. Engaging the public through educational initiatives about the complexities of space technology and the nature of space phenomena could foster a better understanding of the issues involved. 9 months ago, a Reddit user shared a strange story that sparked a fascinating debate across multiple communities online. This user, intrigued and confused by an unusual photograph they received, turned to Reddit for answers. The photograph in question appeared to show a small humanoid alien-like creature lying in a garden, stirring instant curiosity. The uploader explained that a friend had sent them the image, claiming it came from her mother's friend, an 80-year-old woman who had found this peculiar being in her garden. Initially, the Redditor thought it might be some sort of mushroom or unusual fungus, considering their activity in several mycology or mushroom-focused subreddits. However, as more people examined the photo, a huge online debate ignited, with everyone from hobbyists to self-proclaimed experts chiming in. Despite all the attention, speculation, and analysis, no one has been able to give a definitive explanation for the strange discovery, and the mystery remains unsolved. The story's setup alone is enough to intrigue any curious mind. An 80-year-old woman discovering a strange humanoid creature in her garden sounds like the start of a science fiction tale, but for many on Reddit, it was a real-life mystery demanding answers. The uploader's choice to share the image in mushroom and nature-based subreddits added an unusual layer to the unfolding narrative. Their original intent was not to make wild claims, but rather to see if others, specifically people familiar with the appearance of rare fungi or unique plants, could shed light on whether this creature was a known part of nature or something else entirely. The immediate reaction from Reddit was a mixture of excitement, skepticism, and speculative analysis. While some users argued it was a rare type of mushroom or an unusual growth, others leaned toward more sensational explanations. Researchers proposed it was an alien being, while paranormal enthusiasts suggested it could be a Fae-like creature or even an undiscovered species. Biologists and experienced mycologists also joined the conversation, each offering their own insights, yet none could conclusively identify the creature. A significant reason the post attracted such attention was its strangeness. The creature's appearance, as described by various users, didn't match any commonly known fungi or plant structures. It appeared humanoid, a feature that doesn't align with known organisms in the fungal kingdom. The creature had small limbs, an unusual texture, and a shape that suggested something organic yet unrecognizable. Mycologists on Reddit, people familiar with the morphology of thousands of fungi species, examined the photo and couldn't place it in any known category of mushrooms, plants, or fungi, adding fuel to the fire of mystery. As the debate grew, so did the diversity of theories. Some suggested that it was an elaborately crafted hoax, possibly a model made of clay or some other material placed strategically in the garden for a photograph. They pointed out the creature's symmetry and texture, arguing that its appearance could have been achieved through human creativity rather than natural processes. However, others countered that the detail and subtle imperfections looked organic, not man-made. One of the most interesting aspects of the debate was the involvement of experts and enthusiasts from various fields, from biology to UFO research. Each brought their own perspective, yet the creature defied classification. Botanists and zoologists dismissed it as an anomaly not found within known biological classifications. On the other hand, UFO enthusiasts claimed it bore resemblance to descriptions of extraterrestrial beings, or even folkloric creatures. The result was an unusual blend of scientific analysis and supernatural speculation, with each camp presenting arguments that highlighted just how little we know about the limits of natural life forms and the potential for undiscovered organisms. A unique twist in the story was the age of the woman who allegedly found the creature. At 80 years old, her involvement added a certain credibility in the eyes of some Redditors. Many argued that an elderly woman wouldn't have the technological savvy or inclination to fabricate an elaborate hoax. Instead, she was portrayed as a witness to a rare discovery, which lent a sense of authenticity to the story. Additionally, her age made the scenario feel more organic. Rather than being a social media ploy, it felt like a genuine, albeit mysterious, encounter. This event points to a larger phenomenon on the internet: the allure of the unknown and our collective desire to explore mysteries that seem to defy explanation. The plot surrounding the mysterious humanoid garden creature took an even stranger turn when, several weeks after the post went viral, the original poster's account suddenly vanished from Reddit. Their profile, along with the original post and the intriguing photograph, was wiped without a trace. This abrupt disappearance fueled even greater speculation, with many Redditors suggesting that the removal was not a coincidence, but potentially part of a larger cover-up. The account deletion triggered an outpouring of theories, and some users suggested that the uploader might have been silenced by an unknown entity to suppress the discovery. Speculations that authorities, perhaps even government agencies, could have intervened to remove any trace of the creature's existence spread quickly. Several Redditors pointed out that if the creature truly represented a previously unknown life form, or if it had extraterrestrial origins, authorities might have an interest in preventing public panic or withholding the discovery until more information could be gathered. Supporters of this cover-up theory noted that Reddit is no stranger to mysterious account deletions, especially in cases involving strange phenomena or unexplained sightings. In the days following the disappearance, archived versions of the post began circulating online, sparking debates in forums and subreddits devoted to mysterious creatures and strange discoveries. For many, the disappearance of both the user and the photograph gave the story an almost mythic status. Those who had previously viewed the photograph described its uncanny details and the sense of eeriness it evoked, further deepening the sense of mystery surrounding the garden creature. One particularly persistent theory argued that this was not just an isolated incident, but part of a larger trend of suppressed discoveries. Redditors with an interest in the paranormal pointed to previous incidents where accounts posting similar strange phenomena had also vanished without explanation. This recurring pattern, they argued, suggested a systematic attempt to control and conceal information about unexplained creatures or phenomena. The vanishing post became another piece of evidence in a growing catalogue of theories alleging that public platforms might be pressured to suppress information about extraterrestrial or unknown life forms. Others argued that if a cover-up were indeed involved, the creature might be linked to advanced military or scientific projects. They proposed that the creature could be a bioengineered organism that somehow escaped a lab, or part of an experimental program that inadvertently led to its discovery in a private garden. These theories were bolstered by the fact that even experts could not easily categorize or explain the creature based on the information provided in the post. The mysterious disappearance of the image and account, according to these users, could have been an attempt to keep sensitive information about experimental research hidden from public view. Despite the disappearance of the original post, dedicated users saved and analyzed the image, posting their findings in forums where discussion of the humanoid garden creature continued to thrive. Some claimed that they noticed details in the creature's anatomy or markings that suggested deliberate design, perhaps as part of a clandestine biological experiment. For example, some argued that the symmetry in its features and limbs could indicate that it was artificially crafted or engineered rather than a natural organism. There was also speculation that, if not a government cover-up, the post removal could be the result of private intervention, possibly by the family of the elderly woman who discovered the creature. Some users speculated that family members might have become concerned about the sudden online fame, the attention the post garnered, and the potential for uninvited visitors or excessive inquiries. This line of thought suggested that, feeling overwhelmed or uncomfortable with the spotlight, the family may have asked the original poster to delete the content and disappear from Reddit. The story of the humanoid creature has now entered a kind of internet folklore, with followers posting speculative updates and occasionally claiming to have found similar creatures or objects in their own gardens. This ripple effect has kept the legend of the garden creature thriving, and it now serves as a symbol of internet mystery and collective intrigue. The sudden removal of the original post, combined with the mystique surrounding the creature's unexplained origins, has cemented this event as one of Reddit's enduring mysteries. It demonstrates the internet's capacity to amplify the strange and unexplainable, especially in the age of rapid information sharing, while simultaneously feeding into the suspicion that certain information might be suppressed for reasons beyond the public's understanding. Though the Redditor and the image have vanished, the story lives on, as each new theory adds to its legend, ensuring that the humanoid garden creature and its brief moment in the spotlight will remain an enigma for years to come. Ultimately, the account's disappearance transformed a peculiar discovery into a full-fledged mystery, perpetuating the idea that certain truths, especially those that challenge our understanding of nature or even reality, may be carefully guarded or obscured. It's a reminder of how the unknown draws people together, fostering a shared sense of curiosity and a belief that, sometimes, the things we cannot explain are worth preserving, even if only in the realm of myth.